Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to talk about budget as well as or budget versus actual, right? So these are the cost or cloud cost management components that we really need to look into it. What is budget and what is actual, right? So we'll look into both of these and we'll understand how both of those can work together hand in hand and how we can calculate the budget or how we can set up a specific budget for the cloud costs or maybe the cost implementations across the organization, right? And how actual is going to help us to make sure how much we have spent, how much was allocated, and how much is the actual spent, right? And basis on that, maybe we would be able to plan accordingly for maybe for next year, for next quarter, and basis on that, we can go ahead and work on that, right? So what is the budget versus actual, right? So it is a method and which is kind of a crucial method across the FinOps in the financial operations of cloud cost management, and that allows us to comprise or comparison of both expenses, which includes planned expenses against actual expenditures, right? So what is planned expenditure again? So planned expenditure is going to be our budget that we have set up. So budget is, let's say, $4 million, and we have spent actually maybe 3.50 or 3.6, something like that, right? So that is going to be our actual spend across the budget, right? And this is going to be something which is developed, and why budget versus actual is really important, right? So as this is a part of cloud cost management and we really need to think about it and have to use it effectively and work on it actually, right? So the budget versus actuals is going to track variations between budgeted amounts as well as actual financial figures that we have calculated and we have spent, right? And it is going to provide us a real-time insights into the organization's accounting spends, as well as not only accounting but across the overall spend that we are going to spend across the budget amount, right? And it's going to help us to add more investments, as well as maybe it is going to give us a warning about the potential overspending that is going to be maybe additional projects or additional innovation, additional experimentation, right? And basis on that, we can take further decisions to test. Maybe we can forecast the future budget, maybe for next year or maybe for next 5 to 10 years, right? And basis on that, it is really going to give us the clarity on that, right? And I'm going to talk more about each of those in detail, right? So the budget in context of finance is going to be a shortly budgeted expenses that we wanted to expect for next few years or maybe for next 1 year at least, and then which is going to represents our economic planning for uh, detailing for the projects which we are expecting for next coming years or months, or maybe how much we are going to spend, as well as what is the ROI on that spent, right? So spent is going to be the particular amount that we have spent, but we are expecting something in return, right? And that shouldn't be something like we are just spending money, but we are not expecting anything. Maybe there was a product launch, there was expense around marketing and sales and new systems building and innovations and experimentation, all of that. But definitely there are some budgets that we are going to allocate, and those would be utilized for different requirements, right? Similarly, the actual expenses on the other side is going to be reflecting the multiple transactions that have been taken, and then we can see the each transactions which were happened during the whole year or maybe a whole quarter or particular number of periods, right? And then basis on that we can look into it. Maybe those are the different transactions for purchasing different systems and tools, and maybe hiring resources, skilled resources, definitely, because that is also something which is impacting the budget at the end of the day. And then there are different other capabilities or other things that we also do with that actual spends, which includes salaries of employees, then rent of office, or maybe any service that we are renting out from the different vendors or providers, and then other overhead services that we are going to use and consume for the business, right? So it is going to give us the clarity of each and every spend that we have made across, and then basis on that we can decide, or we would be able to calculate what was the budgeted amount, what was the actual spend across the organizations, and basis on that we get the insights how much we can plan for next year, and basis on that we would be able to see how to calculate how to spend, and what should be the spend cycles, and how should we calculate and everything across the organization, right? So yeah, that is all for this video. Hope you like it. Please do like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to share this video along with other videos that I have made on Azure, FinOps, as well as Microsoft 365, right? And yeah, so that's all. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.